Hey, Joe, we're kind of running out of time here, but I got to ask you, how drunk is Doug Stanhope on that Girls Gone Wild video thing he hosts?
He's always drunk. He's drunk today.
Is he?
When you talk to him right now, he's drunk.
That commercial I saw, it comes on, and I'm like, oh, my God, he's hammered out of his mind.
He gets just sloshed. He loves to get drunk. He's filming another one right now. He's in Puerto Vallarta filming another one.
Jesus Christ.
Doug drinks to the point where you actually get scared for him.
Really?
Yeah, he's a hardcore alky, man. I love Stanhope.
I love it.
Doug and Doug was over my house once, and we did DMT. You know what DMT is?
DMT, no.
It's called dimethyltryptamine. It's the most potent psychedelic known to man. It's the most bizarre thing ever. You take it, it's like a rocket ship to the center of the universe. It's so bizarre. It makes you feel like you're connected with everything. It destroys your ego entirely. Like, you don't mind if you live or die. It gives you the most bizarre psychotic experience. Not psychotic, psychedelic experience you could ever possibly imagine. Like, if you've ever done mushrooms, think about mushrooms times a million.
Wow.
And that's what it is. And so we did this over my house once, and Doug, when he took it, like, he doesn't have a healthy body. You know?
Yeah.
He's one of the funniest fucking guys I've ever met in my life. The guy's awesome. He's one of my best friends. I love him. But he's been dumping shit into his body, just chemicals constantly since, like, birth, you know? He probably started with soda pop, and now today, every day, it's like cigarettes and alcohol, and he never exercises. And so he takes this, and he's sitting on my couch, and he's making these crazy moaning noises, because it lasts, like, only, like, 7 or 8 minutes. It's a short experience. Yeah. But it's the most profound experience you'll ever have. And during the 7 or 8 minutes, Doug is making these...
Rogan.
Joe Rogan from Fear Factor.
Rogan, how you been, man?
What's up, Joe? What's up, Joe? See you, man.
Oh, man.
Joe, you playing today, or are you just coming by?
I don't play cards. I just came here for you guys.
You don't play poker?
No, I don't play any games.
Yeah, well,
I used to play
club.
Quake online. I was addicted.
Quake?
I get really addicted to games. I used to play pool like 10 hours a day. Yeah. I got addicted to that, so.
I don't have the personality for poker. I would have to be all in all the time. I'd be out so fast. It's not
As everyone says, that works every time but one.
Oh, I understand.
Going all in.
So, Joe, it's really funny. You made one appearance on our new show so far, and you remember what happened at the end of the show.
The sound cut out.
You were telling the story about Doug Stanhope
almost dying. I probably had a point.
Somewhere in there, right? But here's the deal. You've got to finish the story because the message boards have gone crazy. People are wondering what was the end of that story.
Oh, okay.
Because you remember, like,
I'll just tell you what happened.
When last we left, Doug.
What the funny part of it was.
Well, just give the...
It was just
I
thought Doug was dead.
Right.
What
was the drug?
It's called DMT. It's dimethyltryptamine, and it's actually produced by your pineal gland. And it's like the most powerful psychedelic known to man. Powerful? Hear that? It's like if you've ever done acid, you ever done mushrooms, it's that times like 100,000. It's like being shot through a cannon to the center of the universe. It's the craziest feeling ever. Yeah. And when you come out of it, you really like understand everything. And it only lasts for like a few minutes where you really feel like you understand everything. And then your ego grabs a hold of you and you start redefining your environment and everything again. But during that experience, while it's going on, you really understand everything. You're not afraid of death. You're not afraid of life. You understand that it all just cycles together and you're a part of everything. You feel connected to the air and the fucking table and the glasses. It's the most insane and most enlightened experience. And Doug
Herman Hess. We're talking to Herman Hess all
So
of a sudden.
Doug is lying on the couch, and I give it to Doug, and Doug's body is a fucking dumpster. I love Doug. Doug smokes as many cigarettes as he can get. So he doesn't count. Like, I need a fucking another pack. It's like not like, oh, I'm trying to cut back. You know? It's like, can I get another cigarette in my mouth? Oh, there's a cigarette. Let me light that. There's a beer. Oh, that's another beer. Like, you've had 18. Oh, it's another beer. Look, it's a beer right there. I'll just drink it. Like, he doesn't worry at all. So, and he's taking this shit, and I've seen a bunch of people do it, but I've never seen anybody react like Doug. Doug started moaning, and drool was coming out of his mouth. He's going, I'm going, fuck, he's dead. And then I'm like, shit, he's so funny. And then I'm like, shit, what am I going to do with the body? Because I'm not telling people.
All this racing through your head,
I gave Doug dimethyltryptamine and he died on my fucking couch. No, I'm digging a hole in the woods. He would appreciate that. I mean, if that was me, if I died at his house, I'd expect him to do the same. Don't fucking tell the cops killed me. Just bury me. I'm dead. You fucked up. It's over, all right? Just let's get rid of me.
I died enlightened.
Anyway, he came out of it. And then he bought it. Now he does it all the time. He's like, we need to experiment more with this.
Well, is it like a drug, or does it just tap into that part of you that makes your body create?
It's forcing that chemical into your brain, but it's a natural chemical that exists in your brain, and they think it's responsible for all these alien abduction experiences that people have. That what they are is actually DMT spikes.
Oh wow!
And that it happens because they all happen during dream time. They all happen while you're asleep, and they happen. A lot of them are very similar stories. And there's a guy named Rick Strassman. He wrote a book called The Spirit Molecule, and it's all on DMT. And he was the only man to ever conduct a bunch of clinical, all these different tests and experiments on DMT, where they shot it intramuscularly. They made people smoke it. All these different ways. You can eat it if you eat it with an MAO inhibitor. And they did all these different types of experiments with DMT, and they had very similar experiences to people who had alien abduction experiences. Yeah. So he believes, as crazy as it sounds, that what DMT is really is it's a portal to another dimension, that it tunes you into another frequency. Because the people share experiences.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing. I know that sounds nuts, but people, if we all did DMT together, we would see the same shit. We'd be like, dude, what the fuck is that?
Really?
You know, there's a guy talking to us. There's this little. You ever heard of Terrence McKenna? Do you know who Terrence McKenna is?
No.
A brilliant guy who was a, what you call a psychonaut. You know, one of those Timothy Leary type guys who just lived his whole life tripping and learning from the experiences and writing books about it and talking about the benefits of mushrooms. And he actually believes that mushrooms and psilocybin and hallucinogenics in general were responsible for human evolution. And he's got like scientific points to it, like psilocybin in low doses actually increases visual acuity and it makes you hornier, and that would make like a more successful predator. And he's got all these different it's fascinating shit. But it's all about, you know, all these stories and all. It's all about like losing the ego through the psychedelic experience.
Wow. Jesus. It's
heavy,
there.
dude. Once you start doing it, dude,
there,
it's really heavy. And you know what? It doesn't make you stupid. You don't feel like shit. You wake up in the morning, you're not hungover, and you look at everything differently.
If I get a DUI, I don't drive drunk anymore because I'm so overdue for a DUI.
You figure you've been lucky, so.
Oh, it's hugely lucky.
Yeah.
But if I do, I'm gonna go. I hate the Jews. Can I get pressed? I have to live down this man show thing. Can you arrest me?
Jesus.
Hey,
you ever see it?
Girls Gone Wild. I gotta get out of my. To be a respectable comic again.
Not only do I hate the Jews, but I'll be appearing at the Houston Improv.
But no, I just hate it. Like if you came up to me and go, you know what? Because as a Lutheran, and you prefaced everything as being as a Lutheran, but what does that matter? Yeah. You
would hate the Lutherans.
Yeah, Jews. Well, you know, because I have a Jewish background. What does Jew mean? Shut the fuck.
I don't know. I think too much of the sea got in that time.
Yeah.
But Doug, you're down in Arizona and you do peyote.
Just mushrooms.
Mushrooms? No. Oh, okay. I was going to ask you if you ever had one of those like Indian kind of.
No, we did. We did. Me and Tom Rhodes did the other night on the same batch of mushrooms. On our bellies, vomiting and in our own waste. I urinated in my own pants for almost an hour on a heavy dose of the same mushrooms. But we did mescaline in the desert this May, and that was the first time I've found mescaline. But yeah, people don't do good drugs anymore. They do tweak, and they're all coked up, and it's all like pointless drugs.
I haven't even heard of anybody that's done mescaline in 20 years.
That was one of my favorite drugs.
It until this year.
Mescaline just made you laugh.
Yeah, exactly. Just giggle.
Oh, it's fantastic. No, I watched mountains melt. It was one of the most miraculous things, and I'm 40 years old. So
you watch mountains melt in the desert, man.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Ooh. Wow. Yeah, I watched French fries under a heat lamp once. Just turned like a kaleidoscope, it looked like. Every single French fry was a different color and was changing colors like chameleons. Really amazing.
That's my domestic.
Have you ever had a bad trip?
I didn't have many trips, and I wouldn't trip if I probably tripped and it was always mescaline. Probably about 3 or 4 times tops. Once was at a Van Halen concert, and it was the first time I ever did it.
84?
Yeah, probably around 84 or something. And it was at a Van Halen concert at the Nassau Coliseum out on Long Island. And I took it and didn't know it hadn't hit me. Everybody else is like, I'm peaking. This is great. You know, Van Halen's up there kicking ass. And everyone's laughing on the way out. So I'm like, dude, I'm driving. You guys are all too screwed up. I didn't make it out of the parking lot before it hit me full blast. It starts raining, so the wipers had to be turned on, and they're going like, and streaking the every light, like the stoplights and the street lights, would streak because of the rain, and that made it even worse. And the radio started talking to me like, and I just started laughing my ass off. I didn't know if I was going down the parkway. I didn't know if I was doing 5 or 80 miles an hour. I was driving all paranoid but laughing. It was that was the first time, but after that, probably 3 more times, but never had a bad one. But I would never do it if I was in like a bad place or in a bad mood, or if my mother had emphysema.
You learn when you're younger. Yeah, that's why you call it experimentation. You learn. Yeah, I'm going to clean up my whole house because Discord makes me crazy. I want a comfortable, safe place to do this, away from authority figures, and blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And then we ridicule the way we live.
I couldn't do it after a friend's death, or if my mother had emphysema like that. I couldn't trip. I had a bad time once just smoking too much weed and watching Grey Lady Down. It's some Charlton Heston submarine movie. and they went down and I got into an accident, and the sub was sunk at the bottom of the ocean,
And they were trapped?
couldn't get out.
Yeah.
Dude, I freaked out. I felt like I was in the sub and had like the worst anxiety attack. I had to run into my room. I was pretty much in the fetal position, sucking my thumb. It was one of the most awful.
You should watch bad Charlton Heston movies while you're tripping. We just watched a movie at the end of a trip just to try to come down, and that's when we discovered these Xanadu shots. Decide whether we should keep tripping or go to bed, and tripping won. But that's
You got to be in a good place.
Self-reflection, and this. Oh, I wish the update was out.
You got the
Watch my site later, after I bust my webmaster's balls. Some guy, when you mention me, whatever you mention me, I always get a flood of MySpace, but I get this perfect MySpace email from a fan of yours, and in the worst English, worst. Hey, you have to decipher what he's trying to say. You know the MySpace.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy's name is Bob, and he's trying to make me decide. They mention you, and that's cool, but you have to decide between Opie and Howard.
Yeah, it's like antimatter and matter. The two can't be in the same place.
No,
we don't play that game. He plays that
You
game.
have to see the picture of the MySpace. That's what's great about MySpace is they give you a picture of the guy you're talking to, and the guy has this big, stupid, oversized Mardi Gras hat with a half-tooth smile, and he's from Jersey, and he's talking about. Well, unless you want to go with the Howards, he's going to invite you to his Hampton house. And I wrote this whole update that will eventually be up. That should have been up now, except I have a douche for a webmaster.
We'll check all day for that, Doug.
Yeah.
Doug, we got to take a break because, it's FM radio.
Yeah, that's all right.
We might call you back because we got a PSA we got to play for you. Have you ever bitten into a hot dog and heard it scream?
And talk to you after doing any LSD?
We got an LSD PSA that's going to make you laugh
from
really hard.
the 60s.
I'm hanging on the line.
All right, we'll keep you on hold. All right, Doug, hold on a minute.
All right.
Doug Stanhope, everyone.
Doug's
Check him out on his MySpace.
It's the real deal, man.
He has a drinking problem.
Wow. Wow.
He's a rock star, though. We talk about that.
We
Not many
love
rock
Doug.
stars left.
Yep.
And we got, hopefully, Doug Stanhope still here. Doug.
Hey, I'm still here.
Hey, man.
All right, before we let you go so you can continue the trip, we got to play this thing for you. This is a real LSD PSA that they played back in the day. We're thinking late 60s, maybe early 70s. All right?
All right, I'm with you. I'm just enjoying the show. I don't have XM, so I'm happy just to listen to you.
Oh, we're not out there yet, huh? We're not in that 6,000 person town?
Bisbee, Arizona. I'm in a town of 6,000 people, for Christ's sake.
That's a perfect town for XM. You got to get the XM. I'm sure local radio's not getting it.
Free Sirius radio.
Yeah.
And I can't even get the satellite out here.
You probably get XM, though. There's a lot more repeaters.
All right, here we go. The LSD PSA.
Either one's better than terrestrial. What did I say?
All right, here we go.
Listen to you.
Here we go.
You know something? This bitch just screwed up the other guy's good trip.
Poor Terry.
Poor Terry is just hanging out. He's having a good time.
He has to battle having a girl's name to begin with. Just wants to get high and enjoy himself.
Have a little acid. Enjoy the time. Maybe get lucky with this whore later on.
Hey,
It's the
dog.
60s. It's free love.
He's tripping with a hot piece of ass.
Yeah, he's going to be getting some. She brings up a talking hot dog. He's like, nah, it's nothing. Meaning, bitch, shut up. Leave this alone. Don't think about it.
Don't go there.
She brings it up again. He looks, oh, Christ, it does have a face. Now he ruins his trip.
Maybe
Killjoy.
Maybe it was his hot dog.
Maybe, yeah.
Not talking, just
Maybe
put it in your
it's
mouth.
his first trip, and he doesn't know well enough to leave her behind to go walk around the neighborhood.
Yeah, just leave her alone, man.
Yeah.
And the hot dog had one eye, and it was looking at me intensely.
They're having bad trips. That's for rookies to deal with. That's why you have youngsters like Butters hanging around.
Drop her off at the hospital and just leave.
Yeah, well, it gets better, so...
Go, I'm
So
waiting.
Terry has acknowledged the face on the hot dog?
Yeah, Terry now is starting to get into the same bad trip that this broad is
It's
into.
like having free XM. I love it.
Here we go. That's Terry screaming. I see this a whole different way.
They
now.
never left. They never left the
They
apartment.
never left the apartment, and that's Terry screaming his ass off.
She was tripping that they bought a hot dog.
Right.
He drew a face on it.
Yeah, just to be silly because they're tripping. Oh, this should be fun.
Or Terry was driving, and that scream was the tires screeching.
I'm
Slam.
saying the guy I'm tripping with is a kind of a new friend of mine, and we're down in a small town on the Arizona border. So he doesn't understand that I'm hearing and then I put it into my mouth, and then I start yanking off, and he's like, I thought you were on the radio. And you go, I'll explain later.
Yeah, bear with me.
Yeah, bear with me.
Jesus.
All right, so I backed it up a little bit. Here we go again. Poor guy.
She's using the Opie mouse technique.
It's the same thing Lorena Bobbitt said.
Why would you have to step on it? Why not just put it down safely and gently?
Because it was suffering like Opie's mice in the glue trap.
This is a monster now.
You got to put it down and you got to kill it.
Right.
That's probably just a drug.
Biting it and stomping.
Stomping, thinking of all its children.
Poor Terry, he's just in San Francisco in the heyday of the hippies. He's just trying to get some action.
Got some chicken capris and a smart outfit.
Summer of love with some dope.
Some dope that's just destroying his manhood. I don't believe it's a hot dog anymore.
She had a nice unconditioned braid in her hair.
Yeah, hairy armpits, 30 feet.
Where did they play this thing? Was this like in front of every good movie that you had to sit?
No, this kind of thing used to play in schools. Yeah. They would like get an assembly together in school and play this along with, Hamburger on the Highway, that movie about driving in Driver's Ed.
I remember, honestly, in I guess it was 6th grade, a science teacher telling us that kids who would sniff glue would die and be so deformed that their parents couldn't pick out their bodies in the morgue. Like
cool.
I never thought about sniffing glue, but it occurred to me later on. Wait, they were teaching me this in public school. It's such disinformation that it destroys. Like there's drugs that are bad, but once a kid learns that, hey, if I smoke a joint, I'm probably not going to blow my friend's head off.
Yeah, it was always smoking a joint, and you would, if you were the babysitter, let's say you're babysitting and you smoke a little reefer, you would put the baby in the oven, and the mother would come home and find the turkey upstairs tucked into the crib. That was always like the story. And she'd go to check on her baby and go, why is there a turkey in the crib? And run downstairs, and the babysitter would go, no, the turkey's in the oven. And the mother would open the oven and scream because her baby was cooked in the oven because the babysitter smoked a joint.
But the thing is, once kids realize that one of those... Am I there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're there.
Yeah, once kids realize that one of those things is garbage, they discount all of it. And they go, well, I guess heroin must be just as easy as pot. Like, if you're going to have PSAs, make them on it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the end of the story here. We got 40 more seconds.
I'm waiting. I'm all night.
There's a great ending here.
She ran down the street, just scared.
Nothing makes me want to slap a woman more than when they scream like that.
Because she murdered a hot dog.
Terry, wait, is there video of this? Or this is...
Yeah, there is a video.
Yeah, you're going to have to tell me how this PSA ends, because I can only... The sound effects are screaming over the dialogue.
Yeah, I saw the video, or a piece of it, just recently. It was on something, I think maybe The Daily Show was playing, or a Colbert Report was playing like a piece of it. And, there's video. It's all groovy and done like those light shows that used to be done with oil paint and the overhead projector. Kind of thing like that was going on in between.
Like an old Black Sabbath video.
Yeah, something like that, exactly. Kaleidoscope things going on. Wow, wow.
And, Doug, I'll tell you how this ended, with Terry in the emergency room going, why did she do that to me? Why? She's jumping up and down. Why?
All right, we got a break. Doug, we're going to let you go, all right?
Hey, thanks for having me. I have an update coming out to you, but I'll be in Scotland for a whole month, so I won't. But I'll talk to you soon.
Have a good trip.
All right, don't eat any hot dogs in the next 24 hours.
Or you do, make sure they're white.
Thanks for having me on when I'm tripping. It makes me feel good.
Right on. Doug Stanhope.
No problem,
Check him out
Doug.
on MySpace. All right, Doug.
All right.
Peace. There he goes.
Love Doug. He's out of his mind.